All right, so 3.7, this is called implicit differentiation because we have multiple functions embedded in each one of them. Today, that's not going to matter. I'm just going to talk about the actual process, okay? So let's do another one. What if I had 2x to the third minus 7y to the sixth plus 4x equals 7. My directions today are to find dy dx. All right, so you're going to derive each piece. If it does not have an x in it when you derive, you put dy dx on it to make it with respect to x. So here we go. What's the derivative of 2x to the third? 6x to the second. Does it have an x in it?
Yes.
So do I need to put it with respect to x? No. What's this derivative? Does it have an x with it? No. So what do I have to put? Questions. What's the derivative of 4x? Does it have an x with it?
Yeah.
Do I have to put dy dx? No. Equals, what's the derivative of 7? 0. Does it have an x with it? No. Do I have to put dy dx? Not really, because if I put it, what's going to happen to it? It just goes away. Agreed? All right, so my problem said to find dy dx. So I need to solve for dy dx. Oh. So what do? Can I do that in one step? Subtract 6x squared. Subtract 4. Divide by negative 42. Huh? No. I divide by negative 40. That's y to the fifth equals that, right? Is that what you're saying?
No, there's a divide by all of it. Yeah, there's dy dx with it.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yes. Sorry. Yes, you're right. You're right.
Then all the negatives go away.
Dy dx, because you're trying to get this by itself. Thank you. Sorry about that. And that's it.
Can you get rid of all the negatives?
You can,
Factor out a negative 1.
yeah. You can factor out a negative 1. And that would go away. Did I do that correctly?
Yep.
Yeah. But there is the reason why. Any questions? All right, let's do another one. I'll do an easier one. A harder, easier one. Harder, easier one. Harder than the last one, easier than some. All right, xy equals 5. Find dy dx. What's the problem? What is the difference in this one and the last one? This is the product rule. Why? It's two different things, right? So what do? Keep the first. What's the derivative of y? 1. Does it have an x? So what do I have to put? You with me? Plus. The derivative of x is 1. Do I have to put a dy dx? No, because there's an x in it. Are you with me? Equals 0. Now, solve for dy dx. Questions? If you're lost, speak now. Okay, let's do another one. That's a 5. All right, what are we going to do? Derive what? This one first, because this is a subtraction, right? So I'm going to do this piece and then this piece. So what is in this piece right here? How many functions? 1 function here, 2 function there. So what do I do? Product. So I keep the first.
Could you just not mess with the 4 at all?
You could not just mess with the 4 and put parentheses around the binomial that you get.
Okay.
Yes, and then distribute. So I'm going to keep it like it is right here, because I think you're less likely to make a mistake if you do that. All right, so I keep the first. What's the derivative of the second? Y dy dx? There's not an x with it. And then I do, nope, plus. No dy dx, why? Because I already have x. So now what do I do? Nope, because I didn't derive it.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense? I derived it here. That's why I put it. So keep the first. 5y to the 4th. dy dx. Y. No x. Plus. Times 7. dy dx. Nope, because I just derived this. It has an x with it. Equals 4. Are there any mistakes? There's one mistake.
You need parentheses.
I need parentheses here. Why?
Because it's a separate function.
I'm subtracting it. Does that make sense? Questions? You okay? All right. Now, I want to go ahead and distribute that negative through. Is that okay? So I'm going to put the 4 and the 3 together. I'm going to bring the 8 in the front. I'm going to put the 35 xy to the 4th. Now, solve for dy dx. Am I going too fast? All right, what do you think my first move is?
Move over all the stuff that doesn't have dy dx.
Okay, get this one and this one on the other side. Questions? What do you think I can do with these two? I'm trying to get dy dx by itself. Factor out a dy dx. So a dy dx is here and a dy dx is here. So what does that leave me with?
12x squared y squared minus 35xy.
You with me? Because if I distribute that back through, do I not get the 2 stars back? Yes.
Then you just divide all that out.
And then thank you, Madison. I forgot it. Good question. 4 has to stay over there to the right. Who has questions? You okay with that? Huh? All right, you want to do one more? All right, let's do, that.
In this lesson, are we always going to find the dy dx or whatever we do?
It will always be dy dx for right now. All right, what are we going to do?
Quotient rule.
So if I say find dy dx, I am going to have to use the quotient rule eventually, but I take the derivative of each piece, right? What's the derivative of this one?
3y.
Equals
2x plus 1.
low d high. So low
4x minus 3.
d high
Minus 2x plus 1. 4 over 4x minus 3.
Who has questions? All right, now, what do I do to get dy dx by itself? Divide everything by 3y squared. Now, here's the difference. When do I need to simplify and when do I not need to simplify? If I ask you to find the second derivative, I would simplify. If I just ask you to find dy dx, I would keep it however I wanted to keep it. What does simplify mean in this case? Get one fraction. Because if I write this, can I go ahead and clean this top up just for easier to look at? Do you see how I'd get 8x and then minus 8x? Would that cancel out?
Yeah.
And then I would have negative 6 minus 4, which is negative 10. 4x minus 3 squared. All of that is divided by 3y to the second.
Number 1.
These students, please report to room
Right.
342. Austin Penley.
So I have negative 10
Gerald Bolick and Seth Stewart. Please report to room 342.
times
Chris Carpenter, come to the office.
1 over 3y to the second.
Austin, come to the office.
So I have 2y, or dy dx equals, do you see what I did here? So I need negative 10, 3y squared, for x minus 3 squared. This is a lot easier to look at than this is. Okay?
The negative 10 came from there.
The negative 10 come from 8x, and then I subtracted 8x here. If you FOIL this out, if you distribute the 4 through, it would cancel out to negative 10. All right, hold it.